Hi Manuel.
Hello. Hello.
How
there.
is MondoCon so far for you?
MondoCon, it's not my first time in here, so I'm very familiar with the convention already, and MondoCon is beautiful. I just love the energy and the people. Like, everyone is so happy to be here, and everyone is so supportive and lovely. And I feel like I'm part of the Hungarian cosplay community by now, because this is my third or fourth time in Hungary so far. So I love MondoCon. Absolutely.
Nice. You were also judging at our competition, cosplay competition. How was it?
The competition was great. A lot of participants, more than 20, and so many different costumes. So I saw gowns, but I also saw armors, and I also saw embroidered work. So it was really difficult to pick winners, and the performances also were good. So it's a lot on the table, and it's very difficult every time to pick, just one winner. It's extremely difficult, but I think we managed it.
And did you have any favorite participants?
I have few, but I'm so bad with names that I don't want to butcher the names. For sure, I loved a participant that dressed as Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games. She came with a beautiful gown, very well made, and the performance was also lovely. And so I'm going to say that she was my favorite from this competition. But also a lot of young people showing up and just eating the stage with their performances. Like, that was so great to see. Love them.
And as for you as a judge, which was most important for you? The outfit, the makeup, the performance? Well,
when it comes to judging, it's always a mixture of those things. So I cannot take into consideration only the costume or only the performance. I need to find the person that really balance both very well, so that has a very strong costume but also a very strong performance on stage. And then on top of that, if you also have a nice makeup, that for me it's a plus, of course. But it's, let's say, 50% performance, 50% costume for me. Yeah.
And what would you recommend to our contestants to improve if they want to be better?
Well, first of all, considering that there is a pre-judging session, we can look at the costume really, really close. So my first recommendation will be to work on the details on the costume, because we can see it up close. And then work on your performance. Even more, make your performance even more spectacular with twists and music and moments of silence and then loud music. Just create some hype in the audience. I think that's the biggest suggestion I can give.
And you arrived earlier to Budapest than the convention itself. You did a lot of things already.
I did so many things. I told you I love Budapest a lot, and I had the pleasure to spend 3 days prior to the con. So I've been to the Buda Castle, and I've been to the Fisherman Bastion, and I've been to the thermal baths, and in general I walked around 20 kilometers and saw the city, saw all the shops, and beautiful city for real.
Did you plan to take any photo shoots here, maybe?
Oh man, I would love to. I would love to. The Fisherman Bastion in particular, it's between the things that I saw, is amazing. It looks like a fairy tale castle. So it's beautiful. I would love to. Not this time, but next time, why not?
And did you have the chance to taste some Hungarian specialties?
Yes, but I don't remember the names. I don't remember there was a pie that is made with apples. Is it Hungarian? And goulash soup, of course.
Yes, goulash, of course.
And I think I also tried other things. I ate so many things in 3 days, I forgot about them. But I tried something traditional, and they have very intricate names, so I cannot remember.
Don't worry.
But they were good, so.
And what your plans will be? So you are leaving tomorrow, basically. You will still have some time here. You will do some sightseeing. Did some fans of you by chance spotted you while you were here?
No, also, that's the funny thing. Like, I don't think you will be able to recognize me out of all of this. So it's like I can go around in total freedom, and that's it. I'm not bothered, of course, if someone recognizes me. Now that I'm uploading content on my social media where I'm also showing myself out of costume, then, it happens more often. But for tomorrow, I still have no idea what I'm going to do. And right after this event, I have another one, and then I have many things to work on when I will be back in Rome, because I'm from Rome. And so it's a busy year, and the next one is going to be even busier. So
wow.
I'm already working for upcoming projects.
When you have time to rest?
I don't. That's why I look like this. Because I really don't.
And how you get into cosplay into this much level? How your story became this big?
I actually don't know. Like, I started to do cosplay for fun, like many people did. I've been to a cosplay convention for the first time in 2011. I remember people from my school going to this convention every year, and I said, hey, I want to come with you. And they were like, yeah, but you know nothing about cosplay. You are not really into our world. I'm like, well, I would love to enter. So I went to this convention on Saturday. It was in Rome, and I said, you know what, I'm going to make a cosplay for tomorrow. And they were like, but we worked 1 year on our costumes. How are you going to manage to make a costume in 1 day? And I remember I went home, I grabbed a grey jacket, glitters, I covered my face in glitters. I had like slick back hair, and I cosplayed as Edward Cullen from Twilight when he is shiny in the sun. And that's how I got to cosplay. Then, I started to make my first costume, first challenge. I competed in 7 cosplay competitions, and I won 7 cosplay competitions. Then people started to call me, to be a judge. And then Disney came, and I started to work with Disney to make actual costumes for live actions. And now I became, I also took in my hands the artistic direction of some events. So it's like everything, just grew naturally.
Wow, it's amazing. So basically your hobby became your main job.
Absolutely. I don't know when I'm working. I don't know when I'm having fun, because they are the same thing. So I'm working, but at the same time, I'm doing what I love. And that's a blessing, for real. I feel very lucky about that.
And I know it's strange to ask, or maybe it's a stupid question, but how you can do these amazing transformations? Like you can be...
Thank you, first of all.
You can be this small chef from Ratatouille, if I can pronouncing it.
Yeah.
Yes, and we couldn't even recognize you. I mean, it's so different compared to your normal face.
Yeah. I look completely different. Well, first of all, thank you very much. And second of all, I really fell in love with makeup a few years ago. It didn't happen when I started to do cosplay. It happened back in 2016, 17. So I really fell in love with the world of makeup, and I started to discover, prosthetics, and how prosthetics are made, and how things are built, and how the color works. So it's like, every makeup has so many different shades and colors, and I just fell in love with makeup. And that led me to experiment a lot. And every experiment I did, I became a little bit better. I still have so much to learn though. And that's what really helps me to change my face, and also understanding my facial shapes and what I can reach and what I cannot reach with makeup and prosthetics is really helpful. So.
And do you have any preferences when you are picking characters?
Well, I still pick characters based on how much I love a character. But at the same time, if I also look like the character, that really helps. So, or if I can look like the character with makeup, So for example, I'm watching a movie, I love a character, like I was watching The Nun. The Nun was a last minute choice, actually. I made the costume in 3 days, and the makeup is the easiest one I did so far. It takes 50 minutes, and that's it. But like I'm watching a movie, I fall in love with a character, and then I start to study the face of the character, and I'm like, oh, the nose is similar. Maybe I can reach the exact same nose with a prosthetic. And the eyes, I can use lenses and this and that, and then I start the process. So.
Wow. And if you need to say that, for example, the most complicated costume with makeup or whatever, which was it for you, and how long did it take for you to create it?
It's really difficult to answer this question, because I have 3 costumes that were the most intricate ones, and I'm talking about Winifred Sanderson from Hocus Pocus, that it's a costume that I also, brought here in 2018, I think, at MondoCon 2018. Then I have Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Headless Horseman from Sleepy Hollow. So those are all costumes that, you know, they're very complicated. But I'm going to say that the most complicated makeup is my Harley Quinn that I did 2 months ago to perform in full drag and to open one of the biggest cosplay shows here in Europe. And just because it looks very, very clean, so there is no room for mistakes. Everything needs to be extremely well blended. Foundation needs to be on point, and you know, blending takes time. So it took me around 4 hours only for the makeup. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah.
But how much long does it take to remove?
Actually, it takes long. It takes really long. Not because of products like foundation and eyeshadow. They melt really easily. But I always have to cover my eyebrows. And covering your eyebrows requires specific products like Spirit Gum that is very easy to remove, but Proceed, it's a specific glue that it's waterproof. So to be removed, you need to dissolve it with oil, and it takes ages. So I need 30 minutes just to remove the eyebrows, and then everything else comes off pretty easily. So.
And in a full day costume like this that you are wearing now, do you need to fix sometimes your makeup, or this is sticking?
Well, not really. Like, I know my skin really well. I know how it behaves during the day. So usually what I have with me, it's some translucent powder and a brush. And just to make my face look more matte, and sometimes lipstick, because you eat and you just need to retouch your lips, that's it. But in general, I don't bring more, touch-ups products with me.
Yes, please teach me how to do this.
Yes, of course. After this, we're going to put makeup on each other. I already look like a mess. So.
And you will have a panel also today,
yes,
which is about how to make Disney costumes.
Yes.
Why did you choose this topic and what you will talk about?
Because I think it's pretty interesting for people to see how a costume is built, and how is the movie industry working in general, in particular for cosplayer, that, you know, I'm a cosplayer too. We replicate costumes that we see in movies, in like series or anime, also manga, but in my case it's mostly movies and series. So I think it's interesting to show how does it work. And now I went from cosplay to the movie industry. I think it's a topic that may be interesting to talk about.
Absolutely, because I think a lot of contestants also are cosplayers.
Exactly.
Is it serious that they want to work there?
Yes, so it's like, if I can give any professional tip or helpful tip in general, I would love to.
And would you be also interested in becoming a makeup artist maybe in the movie industry? I
had the chance to do that, and I tried it, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. It's not my vibe, it's not my thing. I wanted to try it first before I could say, you know, it's not my thing. And I tried it. It's not for me. It's not for me. It's
because it's not your skin that you know?
No, not really. It's because it's, the movie industry in general goes very, very fast, and many things happen, and they can quickly change. I don't know. I just see myself more working with fabrics and materials that I can actually touch and build instead of makeup. I love makeup. I do makeup panels all over the world, but when it comes to the movie industry, it's more fitting for me, you know, to work with fabrics. And also I'm a pattern developer, so that's my main job. I develop all the patterns, and that's it. So it's more, it's more manual.
And do you have any dream on top of this that you would like to reach? Oh
my God, I have so many. Disney was one of my dreams, and I wasn't expecting to reach this dream so early. I was there waiting for maybe 20 years, 30 years more, but it came pretty early, and I'm very happy about that. And I have many dreams, yes, but I'm not telling them because otherwise they will not become reality. So, but I have many. Some of them are slowly becoming reality. So, fingers crossed.
I wish all will come true for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Same for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for this interview as well.
Thank you. It's been lovely, and I cannot wait to enjoy the rest of the day at MondoCon. So, thank you. Bye-bye.